Nikola, you guys were trailing at the half, come out with a lot of physicality, a lot of intensity. Just overall, what do you like about your second half effort and come back and win?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good response by us. I think that the first half was not that bad. Maybe we couldn't make shot. Maybe I don't know. It's part of the basketball, part of the game. But second half was much better. The intensity, the energy, the running, the shooting. Yeah, and yeah, we made 19 threes, so it's definitely helping us when we shoot like that.
Nikola, David Adelman just said you can't really play as aggressively defensively as you did in the second half because you have to be aware of, picking up fouls and those kind of things. Is that something that's kind of going through your mind over the course of the game?
No. I just, it happens sometimes, sometimes you have energy, sometimes you don't have energy, sometimes you make stupid fouls, so it happens.
And then just big picture, when you think about your own defensive play, how do you gauge good performances versus bad performances? What kind of things do you look
at? Stay disciplined in what we talk in a locker room. Try to stop my guy and in that kind of one-on-one situations that I have contest every shot and rebound as much as possible.
Why are you guys on a 6-game win streak right now?
We found a way. I think we played some interesting games and some games that with a lot of points, and we just found a way to win a game. And I think in this period is probably the most important thing.
Obviously, holding a team to 40 points in a half is maybe unrealistic to do consistently, but what can you take away from the defense you guys played in the second half and do that more consistently?
Maybe the ball pressure, maybe the putting our hands on the ball, and maybe just make their passes a little bit more driving, make them think about the driving, made them think about the passing, playing the passing, late turnovers, creating turnovers, maybe just like a hands activity.
Was there a difference in your ability to take care of the basketball tonight as a team? Only 12 turnovers for 13 points off.
I mean, usually I'm leading us in that statement. Too loud. Leading us in that stat, whatever. So I did a little bit better job. So maybe that's the reason why we had so little turnovers.
It's kind of random, but I saw that Caitlin Clark said earlier that you're her favorite player to watch in the NBA. I'm just curious what your familiarity is with her, if you've kind of kept up with her.
We had the same agent. That's why she said it.
There you go.
Going back to that 40 points allowed in the second half, Adelman said that would be a good template defensively, so to say, thinking about defensive approaches in the playoffs. Would you agree with that? Do you think that style of defense would be successful in the postseason?
Yes, I mean, I think it's kind of hard, but I think that should be our goal. And I think just consistency. Like we cannot have a 19-point score and then 45-point score on us. So we just need to have some standards and try to make them as much as possible in the games.
Nikola, what's been your experience with Tim's intensity this season, just as a person?
I mean, he's definitely kind of, I don't want to say emotional, but he say what he thinks, and I have a great power of not listening people when they're, especially in that kind of bad, sometimes bad, sometimes good emotions, and I have a really good power of not listening to people, so that helps me not hear him in a bad moments. But he's definitely he wants to be better. He wants to win. He has some kind of energy. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But even I think sometimes bad energy is good energy.
How did you develop this superpower?
through the years. Pleasure like always, guys. Pleasure like always.
No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium. Yeah. No one should be talking, eyes on podium.